does is we do recycling. Part of our company though is called Greening Tomorrow. And what Greening Tomorrow does is we come into classrooms like this and help teach children such as yourselves about recycling and how to recycle and what the benefits of recycling are. Does everybody in here already know what recycling is? Yeah. All right. I understand that y'all already collect bottles and cans and everything like that to recycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fabulous. All right. Well, who's the person that's going to help me in Greening Tomorrow is a little man named Tommy Tomorrow, as you saw blink across. Tommy Tomorrow is here to tell us about. We're going to learn about recycling today, okay? Through Greening Tomorrow. Tommy Tomorrow, exactly, because we're greening tomorrow. The question is where does your garbage go? Can anybody tell me? Yes, ma'am. Some of it a dump. What else do we call those places where we take our garbage and dump it? The dumpster. Where else? Tell me. Where else does it go? Young lady. What's the place that we call it? What's the place that we call it?
Ooh, junkyard.
Almost. Dump. A lot of our garbage goes to away. What is away? Do we know? What is away?
Away means like you go on an airport and like you go somewhere far.
It goes away, right? So away, does away ever get full? Does away ever get full? You don't think so wherever it goes away, never gets full? So in other words, away can go on forever. What happens when away goes away and away is full? Then what do we have to do? Then what happens if away goes away and then it gets full? Then what are we going to do with our garbage? When away goes away and away is full, because you said away never gets full, but what happens when away gets full? Then what are we going to have to do? Exactly, we're going to have to start recycling our materials. When away finally gets full, then we can't send stuff away anymore. We have to recycle it. Exactly.
Tommy Tomorrow's flying.
He's flying around. What happens in away are called landfills. So when you put your trash in the trash can and they take it to away is what? Away is a dump or a landfill. Now, does any of that look pretty?
No.
And it probably does what?
Same.
Landfills are stinky. What happens as a landfill? Does anything ever get reused in that landfill? No, it just sits out there and rots, and eventually what happens to the landfill? It gets full, and then we can't put any more stuff in the landfill. Then what are we going to do with our garbage? The dump's full. We took it away, we gave it to away, and away went away because away is full. So now what do we have to start doing before we get it to the landfill?
Recycle. Oh, you put it in a fire where they always do.
Then we're burning stuff. Are we recycling stuff that gets burned?
Yes.
No. So what do we need to try to do?
I need to recycle.
Recycle, exactly. Now we're getting there. We need to recycle to do what?
Save our planet.
Yes, very good. Because what is saving our planet going to do for us? She said it's
everybody safe.
Right. It's going to help sustain our lives because we need land to do what?
Live.
To make food, right? We can't. Can we keep making garbage? Can we keep using land to make garbage?
No.
Because what happens? Can you grow food here?
No.
No, so we can't keep throwing stuff away. We need to do what? You seem to be right on the money. Recycle. Thank you very much. All right. Yep. We're moving on. You said what helps here? What in recycling helps the earth in many ways. Do you know what natural resources are? Who can tell me what natural resources are? Anybody got an answer? You seem to have a big full of answers. What you got? What are natural resources? Animals' homes are where? Animal homes are where?
Habitat.
Habitats where? But what is their habitat? Where do animals live?
On the earth.
On the earth and where? In the oceans. Where else? Outside and what? Where do they live? Where do they live among?
Oh,
Go ahead.
we have a Steve.
I know.
You big man, what you got? We're in the woods. Animals live in the woods, and in the woods are what? Those are our natural resources. That's for what? That's for trees and everything like that. So when we're when we use up our natural resources, what happens? We wind up with air and water pollution. What do trees do? Yes. Trees make paper, but before we cut them down, what do trees do to the air? Trees do what? Yes, sir. Right. They provide and clean the air. So in saving our natural resources through recycling, what do we have to do less of? We have to cut down less trees because we're doing what? We're recycling our paper and plastic products already. So let's save the earth. Let's save the earth together. Who can tell me what recycling is? What is actual recycling? Yes, ma'am.
Reusing stuff that's hard to use.
Exactly. Thank you very much. That is an excellent definition of it. So here's what happens and what y'all are already doing. Where do y'all collect your recycling at? Where do you put your recycling at? Go ahead, tell me.
In the junkyard. Recycling bin.
In the recycling center. Is that your recycling bin back there in the corner? Is that one of them?
This is our bottle.
That's your plastic. Do you have one for paper?
Yes, we do.
You have one for paper. So this is what you're doing here. You're initially doing this right here. You're doing what right here? You're collecting and sorting your recycling, right? Right here with your recycling bin, with all your recycling bins. And then what happens to them? The recycling truck comes and takes it away, and they sort it. Do you know why they have to sort it?
So they can make things?
Exactly. So what they do is they take like products. So you put all your recycling into the bin, and it goes to a facility like this, and what they do is they sort it. So they separate out the glass, the plastic, the cardboard, and the paper, so that they can make new products. So they can make new products with it. When they separate it, it goes back to factories. And what do factories make?
Damn, Mark.
Hmm? What do they do here? What do they do here, though? What do they do here before it can go back to here?
They make some kind of mold stimulant?
They make new products. So what has to happen is what happens here? This is your family, and you're doing what?
Recycling.
You're recycling. The recycler takes it and sorts it. Takes it and sorts it and does to what? They make new products out of it, so they can use
when you touch that screen, it's like touching your computer. Yeah.
I see that now. I'm like, magic.
You can press the back arrow to get back to if you need to.
So do you understand? So do you understand how the cycle of recycling works?
Yes.
You get it. You recycle it. You bring it to a company like mine. We sort it, make a new product out of it, and we resell it. Once it gets to the market, how do we start that process again? What should we try? What should we try and buy at the market? Things that are made of what?
Stuff that we recycle.
Stuff that have what? That's been made with recycled products and stuff like that. So that will complete that will complete your circle. This I like. Ta-da! I'm sorry, I'm way behind all y'all. Y'all are way ahead of me in this. Let's talk about what can we recycle. What do y'all recycle in your classroom already? Yes, ma'am.
Paper.
Y'all recycle paper right there, right? Paper. So where does paper come from? Paper comes from trees already. So if we're recycling paper, what do we not have to cut down any more of? Trees. We don't have to use up as near as many trees. So if we have more trees, what do we have? What better do we have to breathe? Oxygen. We have a lot better oxygen to breathe. Out of recycled paper, what else can we make?
Toilet paper.
Recycled toilet paper, right? Is toilet paper not important? Toilet paper is pretty important, right? It's a pretty important thing that we have. It can be made into a number of things, as well as being what? Made back into paper. What else do y'all recycle here? Yes, ma'am. You tell me. Bottles. And they're plastic. Well, Tommy Tomorrow likes recycling plastic. What can plastic bottles be made into? What bags? What I forgot to bring in is we also make keychains and our company also makes keychains and lanyards out of them. And playground equipment, because it's all plastic, so it's recycled. We also have a company. They also make parking bumpers, so you're not using concrete anymore. If you always see the ones where your parents probably pull too far up and bang into them and stuff like that. Well, with these, you don't have to worry about them because they'll flex and come back. So these are some of the things that are made out of plastic.
Plastic versus animals.
Plastic versus animals. What do you think? Yes, ma'am.
Jellyfish and
Turtles. You're absolutely 100% right. Because is that a jellyfish?
Yes.
What are these?
Bag.
Plastic bags. But to a turtle, they look. This looks like food as well as that, right? Here's what happens: is the turtle eats it. Some 1 million turtles or sea life die each year between turtles and birds because of plastic bags.
Turtles eat bags.
Because see what happens is sea turtles eat jellyfish. See what the jellyfish looks like? See what the plastic bag floating in the water looks like? So you can see how the turtle could mistake it. They don't see it. They don't see as well as we do. So what happens is the turtle thinks the bag is a jellyfish and eats it, and it does what? Like remember when you were little and your parents wouldn't let you play with plastic bags and stuff like that. You know why? Because you'll choke on it, and that's exactly what happens to the turtles. Is they eat those plastic bags and they wind up dying. The same thing with birds. Birds wind up getting trapped in it. They can't breathe. Yes, ma'am. Exactly. She said if you put garbage in the ocean, a lot of sea life. What else do you recycle in here? Yes, ma'am. Glass. Absolutely. We recycle glass.
He likes recycling glass.
Tommy Tomorrow likes recycling glass too. What can glass be made into? Jewelry, exactly. The neat thing about glass is you can reuse glass over and over and over a gazillion times, and it always remains in the same state as glass. Some other things that it can be made out of. That didn't work that time. We can make lamps out of it, and they can do what again with glass? They can make more glass bottles out of it. So what have we done? What have we done again with the recycling process? We've done what? Exactly. Very nice. I like that. Do y'all recycle? What else do you recycle? You have to recycle one other thing in here. Yes, ma'am. You right here. I'm sorry? Aluminum cans? Yep, we recycle aluminum cans too.
doesn't like recycling.
Well, he knows we can recycle aluminum cans into what?
Aluminum
More
can.
aluminum can. You know that recycling one aluminum can, the energy that you save can power a TV for 4 hours.
What?
So you recycle one aluminum can, that saves enough energy to power your TV for 4 hours. And we can make, and all this does is just shows you the different variety of things that we can make. When you look at aluminum can motorcycle, that's pretty neat. And more what? And more jewelry. There's lots of things you can and you can keep doing
Boys and girls.
and you can keep recycling. So what it tells you is that if you have a kitchen sink made out of aluminum and the kitchen sink isn't good anymore, can you recycle that kitchen sink and make something else out of it? Yeah. Absolutely. You can recycle that kitchen sink and make you a cool motorcycle can. That would, I don't know. I can't make that. But somebody has a lot of skill and was able to make it. Cardboard. Do y'all recycle cardboard?
Yeah.
Here again, cardboard is
recycling.
Cardboard is basically like what?
Paper.
Paper, exactly. We can make binders out of it. We can make more cardboard out of it.
Computers.
Electronics. How many of you here think that we can recycle computers and Game Boys and PS3s and all that? Everybody think that we can recycle those? Can we recycle that stuff?
Game Boys.
Yes.
I'll take every game.
What do you think electronic stuff is made out of?
Ooh.
Tell me.
Glass.
And what else is it made out of?
Jukebox.
What else? Iron and steel. What else are electronics made out of? There's electricity to use it. What's that? What else? Plastic. So if you think about the electronics, they're just made out of the same things that you already do what? That you already recycled. You just have to take the time to break the electronics down a little bit more. Is all. What are the other ways to save? What are other ways to save the earth in with recycling? Not throwing garbage on the ground. Nice. I was talking to one of your classmates, and apparently when y'all do some recycling, y'all also pick up the garbage around and stuff like that and put that in the recycling bin. That's good. She said if we don't all put our garbage in the garbage can, we're all going to be living in our own junk. That's absolutely right. Yes, ma'am. Exactly, because why? That'll make it dangerous for you and them, right? Yes, sir. Exactly. Don't put trash around other people. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Now, have we learned something about what did we learn today? What did we learn today about trash, though? Is it really trash, or is just or what can we do with our trash as opposed to throwing it away? What can we do with it?
Some people just kick it. Some people just kick it under the couch.
Kick it under the couch? Ugh, that's going to be stinky. Okay, listen. Here's the question. What can we do with our garbage instead of throwing it away? Yes, ma'am. She said recycle it. Does everybody agree? Yes. And Tommy Tomorrow agrees also with that. He flew right behind it because he wants you to help you save the planet. Did we learn a little bit about recycling today? Yes, y'all already do a fantastic job. All right, and I want to thank you. Thank you for letting me be here today.
girls.
Does anybody have any questions that I can answer for you about recycling? Yes, ma'am. It doesn't help. We just need to try to keep everything clean and recycled. Yes, ma'am. I work for a company called Intercon Solutions, and what we do is we're a recycling company. What we do is we do zero waste, and we try to put everything back into the manufacturing system. Okay, so where you recycle all this, that's what my company does, but on a real big scale. Yes, sir.
Do you drive a truck like
I don't personally drive a truck, but we have people that do collections for us. Yes, ma'am. Can I make cardboard out of what? I can't hear.
Make cardboard out of what, sweetie? Wigs?
Now what they do is they use plastic bottles, a blend of plastic bottles to make wigs. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know how they make plastic bags and stuff like that? They do the same thing with plastic bottles to make wigs. Yes, ma'am. That's exactly what we do. We send people out to clean up and help recycle. Yes, sir.
Do you go to people's houses and give out recycling things?
To people's houses? No, we do it to businesses. We go to businesses and do that. We're like you get it at your house. We do the same. We do that job, but we do it for businesses. Okay? Teachers, do you have any questions?
Let's go.
Manual?
All right. Who's got a question?
I know.
Last question. Here we go. What now?
Boys and girls.
I can't hear you. I'm sorry. I'll try to get everybody excited about this. All right. Well, thank you very much for your time today. I will see you next time. Thank you.
Did you say